I'm here with an absolutely stunning wig from Ellen Wille. This wig has been around for about 4 to 5 years now. She is luxurious with a capital L. And I gotta tell you guys, Ellen Wille is usually a brand I recommend when people are looking for more low density pieces. This one, not so much. But if you love va-va-voom hair, luxurious fullness, curls, and a mostly hand-tied cap, then let's learn about Eclat, because this one is a stunner. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of Chiquel to bring you this review of Ellen Wille Eclat and tell you all about this wig and this color. I reviewed this wig a number of years ago, and it's so fun to get to see her again. The further I get into my wig journey, the more flexible I am with styles, and I learned so much over the years, and I can share little tidbits, and I see things a little differently than I used to, and so being able to revisit a piece and tell you all about it is such a thrill. Now, Chiquel is an online retailer, and they also have some in-person wig shops. They carry all the major name brands, and I truly love being a part of showing you guys wigs from them because they do so very much for the wig community. They have a ton of videos on their channels. They do live sales every week with huge discounts and giveaways. They also have an open box clearance section. They have some in-person wig shops as well, and they just recently opened their online store in the UK. So now they're in Canada, the UK, and the United States with one current physical store in the US in the Kansas City area. Some physical stores in Canada. I'm not sure about the plan for the UK, and there is one coming to the Dallas area as well. So definitely check them out. I'll put a link and a coupon code that will save you money in the description box below. This is more of a luxury price point piece, so a discount will make a huge difference. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. This one is a full girl. Big barrel curls. Look at that curl pattern. This is one of those types of curl patterns that I personally don't like to comb through. So let's talk for a moment about my preference when it comes to maintaining curls on synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic wigs. I haven't talked about this in a long time, and some of you have been following me for a long time may have heard me say in the past that there are some wigs that I never comb through. Girl Mono by Ellen Wille is one of the styles. That curl pattern is just so amazing, and I don't like to comb through it because I don't want to relax it. This is a similar type of curl pattern that is so stunning. I don't want to do anything that might compromise the curl. So while synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic, and this one is heat-friendly, I think it may have been one of the first heat-friendly Ellen Wille pieces I ever tried. Even though the style is baked in, meaning this curl pattern will remain even after washing. So you wash it, dry it, it will bounce right back. You can relax it by constantly tugging on the curls. And that's what combing through curls does. It tugs on them. So while maybe the first time or the second time it won't permanently relax the curl, and one of the ways to get curl back on a synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic is just to use water on it. So let's say you don't know that and you comb through it and then you're like, oh shoot, the curls don't look like I thought they would. You can spray it down with water and scrunch the curls back up, and they should spring back. But if you do that too much, even water isn't going to fully spring them back. So my preference is on some wigs, I think just finger combing, and that's what I've done to this one so far. I've just kind of picked up the curls and I've just lightly finger combed them. This is largely out of the box. I've really not done much to this one, but if you maybe feel that the curl is a little too much, you might be someone who might want to take a wide tooth comb. Now, even though this cap is mostly hand tied, there is no traditional permatease up here at all on this piece. It is full. This has a volume and a fullness to it that gives va-va-voom hair vibes, and I think the biggest reason for that is this is a higher density piece in my opinion. Between this big curl, the amount of hair, and the layering, it does give this one a significant fullness in my opinion. It does have a lace front. It's excellent. So good. So even though it does have a full bang, and you can wear this with that bang down, if you don't want to, you can play up that lace front and get the bang to sweep to the side. And because it is heat friendly, you can get it to go up and over permanently if that's your desire by, you know, let's get it where we want it, and then we can hit it with some heat. You can use like a hair dryer on high and sort of hold it where you want it and then let it cool, and then you will have changed that style. So there are things you can do to either wear this one with a bang or wear it up and away from your face. This is the lace. It's extended ear tab to ear tab, a full mono top, soft ear tabs with bendable stays, soft extended nape, Velcro adjusters. This is closed wefting back here. It's very, very small wefting, still very natural. And then all of this is hand tied. Let's talk about fit. Ellen Wille is known for running more average petite, and I think this wig fits that bill. It is not giving any extra cap up here. I have no extra cap in the body of this wig. It fits me like a glove. Zero extra cap. I do cinch it in a little bit for the circumference. That's really typical for me for Ellen Wille. I find the circumference generally runs closer to average, whereas the over the top of your head runs very much more average petite. The ear tabs are actually giving me decent coverage. So I do think that my measurements are great measurements for this cap fit. You can find all of my measurements in the description box. You can be a little tiny bit bigger than me over the top of your head, I think, and still fit this okay. You can absolutely be smaller than me and wear this one really comfortably. I actually think this cap is super, super comfortable. Just throwing this on, I could see myself wearing this comfortably all day long and not being bothered by it at all. To summarize, because we're going to talk about color here in a second, she is stunning, but will absolutely be overwhelming to you if you are brand new to wig wearing and you've been losing your hair for a very, very long time. This is going to feel like a lot of hair. Now, I think if you are looking for event hair, you've got a wedding to go to, some sort of an event where you have to dress up and, you know, very styled hair is appropriate, then I think you're going to love this wig for that. I would wear this wig just every day. I mean, because I'm so used to wearing wigs at this point, I can do more volume, and I've learned to love it. But in the beginning, when I reviewed this wig 4 years ago, I loved it, but I struggled with the amount of hair that I was seeing in the mirror because I wasn't used to it. You can mitigate that by using clips and just like clipping up portions of it. Half up, half downs make a huge difference when you're overwhelmed by wigs. Use some bobby pins, use some clips. You can put a headband on with this one, and I think it would look super cute with all of the curl. You can tame it some. I mean, you certainly can fluff up the curls a little bit, or you can tame them. But I just want to be really truthful with you guys. I think this wig is amazing, and it is absolutely stunning event fancy hair. But if you haven't built up the tolerance to big hair yet, this could feel like a lot to you. The only thing where I wish it was a little different is there's not much volume here. So we've got some volume and the top doesn't really match that. So for me, I would probably take some heat to this top here and try to get a little bit of lift just in this section here. And maybe I would play with the bangs, and I love the bang down, but it could help give some volume if I took some heat and got the bang up off my face. That's the, if I had to complain about anything at all, I wish the volume on the top matched the volume on the sides just a little bit. It's definitely manageable. It's just, again, when I do these reviews, I try to think about what are people going to potentially stumble on? What could be the challenges? What do I think people are going to love based on the comments and questions that I get when people are looking for certain wigs? And I try to make sure I mention all of those things because I don't want you making a bad purchase, but I also don't want you to miss out on a wig I think you might love just because it needs a little tweaking. So I think you can really play with this one and make it your own. She is stunning. And the fact she's still around, I mean, that speaks volumes because it's, you know, been around for a while. Let's talk about color. Chocolate Rooted. The first color from Ellen Wille that I ever got and loved with all my heart. This color is so stunning, but it is absolutely more of an auburn brunette. So the name doesn't really help if you're trying to determine if it's a brunette that's for you or not. The description is medium to dark brown base with light reddish brown highlights and dark roots. Yes to the reddish brown highlights. I really think this is mainly an auburn because the reddish brown, the auburn is very prominent. It isn't just a slight highlight, it's very prominent. It is rooted, so it is darker on the top, but that blends so well with the base that it doesn't really look rooted to me. It just looks more like you've highlighted a more of a medium dark brown base color. The codes on this is 830.6.27. So the 830 is that bold kind of reddish auburn. 27 is a light auburn. The 6 is a medium dark brown. So brunettes go from a 2 to a 12. A 2 is the darkest brown. Then there's 4, then there's 6 to give you some perspective on the depth of color on here. But you've got both the 27 and an 830 tells you how much reddish auburn is in here. Very much a reddish auburn with brunette base. You have to like auburn and warm colors for this one. It does come in other colors though. I will show you this one outside as well. So bottom line, she is stunning, so stunning, but definitely be prepared for the amount of hair she has. But no permatease, so that's wonderful for many. Let's take a look at this one outside, and don't forget about Chiquel. Look below for more details. If I've got some tip videos I think would help you with this one, I'll link them below. And you know I have a ton of tip videos, so definitely check out the description box. See you guys soon. You get to see chocolate brown outside with a little bit of snow falling on it. Because of how bright it is with all the snow, this is going to look a lot lighter than it will inside. Just like it would if you had it. So look at your wigs in all different types of lighting. Because you can't just look at it in one type of lighting and know exactly what that color is going to look like everywhere, because that's not how it works. It's a bit more challenging in the winter to do this because it's so bright with all the snow. If I were out here in the summertime with a lot of lush green behind me, it would look different even then. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.